This video tutorial I will explain how to write a test case for user login API call using Rest Assured. Here you can see RESTful Web Service client which is developed using Rest Assured, and it sends user login request to Spring Boot application, and Spring Boot application processes the request and sends back user login response, and user login response header contains JWT token value and public user ID value. We will see the example now. For user login request, we have to send request to this URL, and HTTP method should be post, and body should contain email ID and password. And in this, this is the context path. Same thing, we have to do it in Java code. Here I have defined the class users web service endpoint test. Here I have defined the context path, email address, JSON, authorization header, and user ID. And in setup method, I have defined base URI and port number. Here I have defined the method A, which is used to test user login. And here I have defined the map login details. And in this map, I am adding key as email and value as email address. Email address is nothing but arun@yahoo.com. And key as password. Password value is pass123. Then I am using rest assured methods like given dot content type is JSON. JSON is nothing but application slash JSON. Dot accept, then JSON, this one. Content type and accept are request headers. Then in the body, I am passing login details. Then dot when, and I am using post method and sending request to this URL. And the Spring Boot application processes the request and it sends the response. In the response, I am checking status code should be 200. Then I am extracting the response. And here I got the response. And from the response, I am getting authorization header value and user ID value. Then here I am asserting authorization header value and user ID value should not be null. Authorization header value is nothing but the JWT token. Now I am going to run this JUnit test case. And here you can see the JUnit test case has been passed. And the test case is A, which ran 8 seconds, and it has been passed. And here you can see the Spring Boot application log. Here you can see the user login related logs. Now we will analyze the logs related to this particular test case A. Click on console. And here you can see the logs. This arrow indicates the request went from test client to Spring Boot application. And this arrow indicates the response came from Spring Boot application to test client. And here we have used post method. We send request to this URL. And here you can see accept header and corresponding value, content type header and corresponding value, and host is localhost :8080, and the body contains password and email, and we got response. The response contains 200 status code, and here you can see authorization header. It has JWT token value, and also it has user ID. You can get Java source code link from the description of the video. In mobile, to see the description, click on this icon. It will expand like this, and here you can see the description. It contains Java source code links. Click on these links to get the Java source code.